Good evening, everybody. Hello. Welcome to David's Kitchen, where we're going to be cooking up some amazing things. I just want to give you a little heads up as to what we're doing. I'm making ratatouille today, and ratatouille is a combined dish of vegetables and tomato sauce. And I understand you can even add eggs and cheese, but I may not do that. Yeah, if you're roasting it, you can add the eggs and cheese. It's not a bad way to go. It's best to roast it in a baked oven, but since we don't have the luxury of time, we're going to be just doing this on the stove. And I'll show you my tricks and methods I do what I do. Okay, I want to show you this, the starting point of this dish. This is a massive zucchini from a summer garden here in Washington, an organic summer garden. And we picked this up for next to nothing. So I'm going to factor in about this much of the zucchini right in there, this section. And yeah, Sarah won't eat it if I put eggs in it. So we're going to go ahead and cut off this portion of the zucchini. So basically 3 large zucchinis, which would amount to about $1.50 if you were to buy it at the store. And we're going to include a green pepper. Look at that right-leg technology. I love it. I got this for 50 cents. And an onion. I've got an organic onion here. And it's that's 20 cents. I bought this, we're up to about $3 right now. Yeah. Close, actually $2, excuse me. Yeah, 3 zucchinis, 50. I'm at $2.20. And then I'm going to add some sweet sausage. I picked up this package of sweet sausage. Look at the price difference, $3 off. Sweet Italian turkey sausage, Genio. Yeah, pretty good product. So I'm going to start cooking that in a pan with some oil and the onion together. And I'm going to not cut the sausage up. I'm going to start cooking it right now. So let's get started. I want to show you a little bit something new in my kitchen that just arrived. People have been saying my hair looks like the Medusa wig. I don't have a Medusa wig. This is my hair. But check out what I picked up at a nursery. It is a capsicum Medusa. Isn't that an amazing plant? No, these things are actually used for preventing skin problems and actually for severe pain, like from chicken pox. This is actually being put into a cream, the capsicum is. And it's just an amazing plant for the holiday season coming up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thought it would be a nice addition for the kitchen. All right, so we're going to start with... Let me get the front camera going on. We're using a very good high-definition camera now, because last week was just a disaster camera-wise. And I didn't want to, force the issue. So, right. And I walked this way, so it has to be a little bit there. Okay. No, not quite. The other way. All right, so I'm going to be talking to you over here. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this pan started at level 3 in the back here. So I turn it up to level 3. That's a usual starting point for us. And I'm going to chop some onions. Get my breadboard out here. I'm also going to add a container of tomato sauce. This happens to be the best tomato sauce in the world. I picked it for $1. This would normally be about $5, but you can buy a can of Hunt's tomato sauce at. You can buy a can of Hunt's tomato sauce at. Yeah, capsicum works for a lot of things. Look it up. It's being integrated into people who are suffering from chicken pox or shingles, which is a type of chicken pox. And it's an amazing product because it kind of gives a burning sensation, but it doesn't. It actually stops bad things from happening. So kills nerve endings that would normally be painful if you're suffering from a painful arthritic condition, maybe. I don't know. I'm not an expert and I'm not a doctor, so don't quote me on anything. But I thought it was pretty interesting to find a capsicum medusa. And I asked the lady if I could eat the capsicum, and she said absolutely not until you grow it organically. So apparently they use chemical fertilizers when they start these things. So once it advances, I'm going to put it into a larger container of organic soil, composted soil, and grow the capsicum that way. But what a remarkable plant! I mean, just look at how it's a seasonal plant. It just grows. It's kind of amazing. All right, so level 3 going in there. I'm going to put olive oil in. And somebody see how much better the camera is? Amazing camera. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now, you can use basic ingredients. You don't have to use organic or non-GMO in any of the cooking that I do. We'll tip the camera down a little bit. Take a look at the onion. This camera I'm using is an iPivo camera. Let me show it to you. I showed it to you earlier, but it's a tabletop camera that is right here, and it has an armature, and it has a complete stand-up, and the whole unit is an HD camera. I mean, a really good one. You can do documents in this with this camera for $99 at iPivo.com, IPEVO. I don't represent the camera, but I tell you, it's a good deal. I'm always looking for new technology and good low-cost technology. It's really important. The best thing about technology is the price keeps going down. That's also a nice reason why technology is kind of killing itself, because the profit margin is disappearing and people like their computers, so they're not upgrading. So a lot of people are being sold on new technologies like VR. I was looking at a VR headset today, and it's called Vive, and it integrates with Steam. It's a gaming headset. Basic chop here. But I wonder if VR hurts the mind. That's my concern. It doesn't cause major glitches in our brain. That's my biggest concern. Okay, I'm going to put the onions on the pan. And today I'm going to be cooking with my usual Italian seasoning, but you can use whatever you want. This happens to be a really good quality Cantazero herbs that I picked up. Can't really see it in that light. I'd have to adjust the contrast. It's actually better here. Cantazero is just a particular type of Italian seasoning, but it has in it garlic, lemon peel, marjoram, basil, Mediterranean thyme, rosemary, and oregano. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to put about a teaspoon on top of the onion. And I normally don't measure, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a level teaspoon on top of the onions. Okay, I'm going to cover that up. And take it up to level 6. Okay. The next step is to cut the zucchini, but I'm going to actually put the sausages down on top of those onions and just start letting them cook really fast. And it's a type of kielbasa. It's a sweet Italian turkey sausage. Normally this is about $6 or no, $5, $4.99. I got it for $2. So I'm right at that level where the meat costs $2, the tomato sauce cost me $1, and the zucchini and onion cost me $2. So at $5, I'm able to cook a lot of food. And this is definitely a non-carbohydrated type of spaghetti sauce mix. No carbohydrates in this other than the zucchini. I don't eat out-of-date food, no. You'd be surprised how much food in your store is perfectly fine. the whole point is to have a credible view so you can actually decide whether food is good or not. And what I'm telling you is if the can is blowing up, do not eat it. If there's something weird about the can, don't eat it. But otherwise, the food is fine. And I've eaten food from 2000, 1999, and you've seen me do it on the show. So, as you can see, there's a lot of reasons why our show is being attacked, because people like the idea of saving money. And the elitists, they don't want this idea of saving money to spread like wildfire, because they rely on exploiting your consumerism. And your concept of saving is essential to stopping the elitists who control this country and this world. So, believe it or not, this is not cooking slop. This is a way of surviving and getting you people out of debt. Now, I retired at 50 because I'm an incredible saver. And throughout my life, I've been saving money. But anyway, let's cut this zucchini. Massive zucchini here. I think I could fit about that much in a separate pan. All right. Saving the rest for later. I'll just cap it with a little tin foil. All right. That should be fine. I'll put it in the refrigerator. All right, that onion's getting ready. I'm going to throw those sausages right in on top of those onions right now. Now, I am going to rinse the sausage off. And one of the reasons why I do that is it adds a steam fry component to the dish. Plus, if there's anything weird in the box or any kind of preservative that went on it, it's a good way to rinse it off. So let me show you how crystal clear the rinse job is. Take that camera down here. I'm going to rinse it off with filtered water. And just put it right in the container and let it soak. Like that. And just drain it right out. Okay. Now this is how sausages are supposed to be made. They're thank you. They are kind of no, it's turkey sausage, sweet Italian turkey sausage. It has herbs in it. Could you be a little less negative? Thanks, because I'm trying to do a show here. I'd appreciate that. You do need to rinse sausages. I've always, the reason why I'm telling you to do this is simply because the water on the outside is going to hit the oil when I throw them all in there. And it's going to steam fry these. Now, I steam fry. I don't think you've ever tried this. Doesn't matter. All right, so let's start this. The onions are piping hot, ready to go. I'm going to throw the sausages right in like this. You see how fast that maneuver was? That's just designed to save heat, too, so you don't run out of energy. You're conserving heat in the steam fry process. Then you're going to take the pan and shake it like this. Turn it down to level 3. That's why I like glass tops, because they're good for exercise. The Ratatouille tried to escape, but it didn't. Yeah. Okay, so packaging. Styrofoam, totally non-biodegradable, the worst product ever made. Paper, totally biodegradable. It'll go in my paper bin. All right, we're going to get another pan going now. I'm going to put about an inch of water in a pan like this. Okay, that's enough to get a really good hot boil going. Okay, put that in the back burner and run that at level 6 with a cover on it. And salt the water. Put a little salt in there. Just a dash. Awesome. Now, garlic is important. If you have fresh garlic, you want to put it in there, in your sausages. So what I have is something even better. It's chopped garlic from California, and it's really easy to work with if you're cooking. So you don't have to chop the garlic. It's a total waste of time. My kitchen is spotless. Put that zucchini away. That'll be another couple meals, actually. Yeah, so we're going to use a garlic product I pick up. Like too much contrast now because it's so dark in the kitchen. Saving money on my... I'm going to put a teaspoon of garlic in this mix here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take the temperature up to 6 now and then open the cover up. All right. Now we're going to try to sear the sausage on the outside. So take it back up to level 6. Nice. We're just going to adjust the sausages on a hot grill and start caramelizing them. Now 6 is medium to medium high. These sausages have to cook. Okay, so now I'm going to cover it up again and keep that at level 6. So if you never turned it down, that's fine too. The idea is to start cooking those sausages hard and fast. Sear those sausages, yeah. You should be on the show. I could beat Bobby Flay. He cuts himself. He's a cutter. A cook that cuts himself is not practiced. You see, I studied the art of cooking. Practically mastered the Zen of cooking. As you can see, I'm living in kind of a stress-free environment with vegetables. You think I should fork my sausage a little bit? Okay. What is your opinion of the self-checkout machines? I'm willing to work with them. It's going to get rid of the human factor. There won't be any people eventually in stores. There will be robots that will be, arresting people at the door. Alert, alert, you have been shoplifting. Alert. Eventually it'll become like a police state and the food will be dispensed from like an udder. And you'll go up to it and your mouth and the food will drop out in your mouth. Please, sir, could I have some more? And then they'll take a deduction off of your RFID chip in your finger. Or maybe they'll just scan your fingerprint because your fingerprint will be, part of your bank account. And we'll basically have the entire world hooked up to this green slush. That's the future of food if we let the two parties take over. No, I'm just cooking with new cameras today. I was really disappointed with that bad camera I had, so I got the iPivo camera hooked up, and it is phenomenal. For $99, it's just, fantastic. Yeah, I got to cut up the zucchini now and put it in the boiling water. It's important to pre-cook the zucchini in another container. So we're going to bisect this sucker. Hang on. Hang on, man. All right. Now you got it. All right. All right. There's not a big seed packet here, so I just have some mole. Something ate this organic zucchini, so I'm just going to chop that off. Give that pan a little shake. I'm going to cut these in about 1/2 inch chunks, really. See if I can get you a picture of this. The hardest part about this dinner is just cutting the zucchini, but zucchini is so fun to cut because it's so easy. It's soft. And this is kind of a hard zucchini, so I'm going to steam boil it in advance to soften it up. You don't want the inside of anything. When you get the smaller zucchinis, you don't get this kind of a seed ball. But the rest of the zucchini is totally edible. You see the masterful handling of the knife. Okay. Turn those sausages over. You're starting to see a browning going on one side. That's good. Very good. Okay. Now the reason why I'm cooking the sausages in their gut, because it's kind of an intestinal lining they put these sausages in, is because it seals the flavors in. You know, these flavors are cooking into each other, so they're kind of searing into each other. Okay, so it's all right. There's no cucumber here, Rodney. When was the last time you had a vegetable, Rodney? You know, you run a high risk of diverticulitis by just eating pizza all the time and drinking. You realize that, don't you? It's not fun. You could have half your intestines chopped out. Oh, no problem. Oh, I'll just order a new set. Oh, yeah. You probably need bypass surgery anyway, right? Yeah, slicing real thin will reduce the cooking time. Okay, we got a boil going back there. I'm going to start putting the zucchini in the boiling water. Whoopsie-daisy, whoopsie-dipsy, whoopsie-dipsy, whoopsie-dipsy-dipsy. Something landed on the ground. I am going to wash it off. There's no dog food on it or cat hair. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of Italian seasoning in there from my main bottle, just to throw some spice in with zucchini when I cook it. Just a couple shakes is all you need. Okay, I'm running a little behind here. But we've got an hour allocated for the show, so we're good. Now, normally a ratatouille would take about an hour and a half if you put it in an oven. Whereas the stovetop method can be done in about 30 or 40 minutes. Okay. We get all those zucchinis in there. I'm almost done. If you put too much water in there, it's too much. Now you can use other vegetables, and I'm going to use a green pepper today because this is kind of a green ratatouille. But I suppose you could put corn in. I'm sure you could put carrots in there. Green beans might be good in there. Any fresh vegetable from your garden, really, even eggplant. I've seen people make... Okay, I'm going to let that steam cook over there. I've seen people make nice eggplant ratatouilles, but the seeds are always a problem. Hey, you're not allowed to use any racial slurs here, even though I did blackface. Yeah, it was never my intention to denigrate black people, so... Yeah. And I had to run that risk to show people that we are being censored, to explain to people that the only way I could even get my message out was to present the blackface video. So now I'm having to fight through a thicket of censorship, and I understand UHF has been putting dildos and X-rated stuff on the screen when I do the show. And I've been censored on every level. Excuse me. That's a bannable offense later. We just banned Ratatouille because he ratted himself out. We found the rat in this dinner. Hey, this does not involve any rat meat or a gerbil meat or any type of sloth meat. But if you have no meat, you may have to kill some local animals, like rabbit. You can make rabbit. It's essential to put a meat in the ratatouille. You can go meatless, though. You can go with black beans as opposed to meat. But I think if I did a black bean ratatouille, I'd probably add egg. But then it wouldn't be vegan. Oh my gosh. Just a varmint dish. Any kind of varmint will do. I never asked for it. No, that's... Rodney, how can you even begin to call yourself a citizen of the United States when you're challenging me on a daily basis? Oh, something's getting cooked. Hang on. Oh, yeah. We got a brownie going on. All right. I knew this would happen. Bring in the water. Well, got a little too caramelized there. That's okay. You want to put about a quarter cup of water in there at one point. Get a base going. Yeah. It was browning a little too much on one side. Okay, I'm going to rotate. Now that you're browned on one side, put the brown side up. And open, cover it back up again. You're still cooking. And take your pepper, whatever kind of pepper you have. And top that sucker with pepper. And you want big cuts. Big cuts mean less work for you. Okay. Big 1-inch cuts on that pepper. All right, throw that on top of the sausage. Okay. I'm going to throw a little more garlic in there because I think some of the garlic got a little crusty. Another tablespoon, or teaspoon, whatever. Okay, now I'm going to get ready to put my tomato sauce on top of the sausage. All right. Whatever. Green pepper, red pepper, a yellow pepper, jalapenos, poblano. Just don't get into habaneros. That'll ruin your dish. Don't put these nasty little capsicums in there. The Medusa capsicum look. Isn't that a special plant? It's called Capsicum Medusa. Yes. Habaneros would be too hot, man. No, it would be ruining your dish. No one would eat it. There we go. Oh, I can't eat this stuff. Yeah. Pepper, beer, and that'd be great. I don't drink. If I drank, I'd have lots of beer. But since I cut beer and alcohol out of my diet because I don't plan on dying young, I feel better as a result of it. I'd rather drink pure water. Triple filtered pure water from the Zero water filter than a container of tap water with fluoride in it that's been soaking in hops, and somebody called it an IPA or an IPC. That's better for you than beer. All right. Okay, we're just kind of we're steam cooking the green peppers slightly because I'm going to add the tomato sauce. Now you can use salsa, you can use whatever you want. The cheapest thing to get is the dollar store Hunt's pasta sauce. And if you get the cheese one, that's even better. All right. So we're doing this for $5, but normally these products would cost you. This thing retails for $5. I got it for $1 on sale at a wholesale clearance house. This is Eden Organic, non-GMO. It's the best product in the market. And no salt, too. So the only salt I'm really using in this dish is the sausages. Because I kind of like a low salt. I can't open this. Hang on. No. Don't do this to me. I got it. There we go. The aroma of fresh lycopene. Oh, I can open any jar. I was kidding. My hands could crush a gerbil. They're so strong. Okay, I'm going to take and stir those zucchini one time. Okay, and turn the zucchini off. Shut them down. Let them cook in their own heat. You're done with the zucchini. Let them cook in their own heat, okay? Thank you. Take that tomato sauce and pour it right on top of the sausages. Round out those sausages so they're nice and brown on all sides. Make sure that the lightest side is down. Pour the tomato sauce on top. It lost its holder. Put it right on top of the sausage. Let the sausages still stay fully cooked. Keep the level at level 6. You can add a little water to the jar so you get every little bit in there, because this is the top quality product here. Okay, we're still running a pretty hot dish, and I'm about ready to take a sharp spatula and cut right into those sausages. Just break them open. Just get all that tasty, yummy wonderfulness just to spread everywhere. Yeah. I'm much more aggressive. Yeah, it's true. So I have a pretty good straight edge slicer here. I'm just going to whack the hell out of that thing. And you get to watch me. So basically this is off right here. Still in its own in juice. You could just leave that there. Yeah. I don't think Obama cooks. Yeah, I normally put a piece of plastic over here. I'll do that next week. No, I can, believe me, I have a type of muscle that is deceptive. My father and I inherited it from my father. It's called smooth muscle, and it's not bulky muscle, so I don't really look that strong. But, obviously, looks are deceiving. Hey, are you ready to whack that sausage with a spatula? Oh, yeah, I should have some bacon. Oh, yeah, and cheese. Oh, definitely. I agree. Let's get some... Let's get some Parmesan in there from a shaker container. And I'm going to put some slices of cheddar cheese on top of this and just let it melt down. Okay? So, that's the next step. You remember this? This is the big, huge dish I cook with every night. All right. I'm going to put that on a little warmer, about level low, just to start heating it up. like to rinse things off when I'm, cooking. So these breadboards are fantastic. You just put them under the water, and they're fresh as a daisy every time. And drip dry. No need to muss or fuss. Whatever muss is. Well, so far, I think this dinner has been going fairly well. I haven't had too much stress. It's been pretty nice. No rats were used in the making of this dish. You see that coil that's heating up underneath? Isn't that nice? Yeah, that's heating up at level 6, which is medium to high. Are you high? Are you medium? Sauce has to cook for a long time, yeah. I made a $4 pizza last week. It is possible to do a $3 one if you use hot dogs. So if you get to my recipe from last week, you can see a $4 pizza made on a stove. Pan pizza. Okay, here we go. We're going to cut those sausages up right in the sauce. Go right in there and just kind of press into them. Press down as best you can. They don't have to break up completely. You don't want to scrape a lot on the bottom. And if you're using a stickless pan, do not use metal. Use wood or rubber. Okay, I just took a serious, I'm doing some serious damage to these sausages. I'm breaking into them. And we're still cooking at a level 6. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm blending all the ingredients, and I'm going to add some Parmesan to that right now. I'm blending all the ingredients just to push them together really rapidly. Yeah. So the goal is to just make a dinner that is super fast, easy to put together, easy to throw together, and good for everybody who's eating it. And you're getting your vegetables and your meat. You're not getting a lot of carbohydrates, which means you're going to be saving some calories in this dish. This dish can be made with eggs, and if you've got, you want a good recipe for this, you can get the roasted ratatouille eggs and cheese dish right now over at LifeScript. And it's good for people with diabetes. The tomato sauce didn't have any GMOs. The sausage probably did. It was made from turkey, so it might have been on a genetically modified diet. I don't know. But I can tell you that we're getting unseasonably hot weather in the Pacific Northwest right now. We're having our Indian summer. It happens every year right around the beginning of October, early end of September. Yeah, so it's like ridiculous, 80 degrees here or something. I would add eggplant. I didn't have that in the budget. And it does have seeds in it. Comfy where you are, that's good. Turkeys could be screwed up, cat's tail, considering you put Roundup on your farm. So you would know more about that than I do. If you're making spaghetti, boil for 3 minutes, hard boil, then remove from heat, let it sit for 10 minutes to hydrate the noodles, and you'll have the best noodles ever. That's a good idea. I've done that with thicker spaghetti. When you work with angel hair, it's not as easy. Sometimes it gets puffy and starchy. You don't want to go angel hair, you don't want to cook for more than 6 minutes. Yeah, add croutons at serving. Yeah, absolutely. I have croutons, But, I've been storing up my croutons from every trip I go to Costco, and I get a salad, and they give you a thing of croutons, and they're GMO croutons, so I'm not that into putting GMO croutons on my non-GMO zucchini with non-GMO tomato sauce and turkey from Genio. Genio has been a good product over the years, so I'm gonna be happy with this. Yeah, I have made stuffed peppers. They're great, but the prep time, you got to cook with pre-cooked rice. It takes too much time. Again, it involves a toaster oven, and everything I do is pan fried or pan cooked. Okay, I think we're done. I'm going to turn that off. and just let it sit in its own tomato base with the sausages fully cooked. Yeah. And I'm going to put that down first in the brown. I'm going to put that down first there. The reason is I want to cut those sausages up some more. I'm going to hack them up some more with this spatula. Then I'm going to add my zucchini, and then I'm going to cover it all up with cheese and let it sit. Put a cover on the whole thing. Serve it for dinner. I have kind of a routine I follow. It's a simple plan just to use, similar things and make large amounts of food all at once. This stuff is amazing. If you ever see it, it's Visionware. They made it in the 80s and 90s. They might not make it. I don't know. Corning made it. And it's like Pyrex, stovetop friendly. Don't get the ones with the Teflon bottoms. In fact, I don't recommend cooking with any of the products, even the ones that are the green bottom ceramic ones. I don't trust them. I mean, they've essentially tried to claim that the Teflon that they were using for years is now carcinogenic in California, which means it's carcinogenic. Yeah, glass is great for cooking, but even the stickless stuff that's supposed to be, a brand new ceramic thing that they sell, the greens fry pan. The only reason why it's new is it hasn't been tested. You like cast iron? I like stainless steel. I've grown used to cooking with stainless steel. There's supposed to be a real heavy ceramic that is not glazed, that cooks really well and stick-free. I've never gotten to that yet. Yeah, the copper-coated ceramic stuff, it makes me leery too. I just don't think they're really testing anything. And then when they put a product in the market, it's, your guess is as good as mine. You cook in a stone. Wow. Did you see the solar cook set that Dupster bought? It's really nice. It's about $160, but it comes in a package, and you open up, and it cooks. The cookware is inside, the black cookware, and the whole parabolic arc is constructed out of this packet. It's pretty nice. And there's another product for about $60 or $70. It's a tube that's like this long, and it has glass over the top. And the sun goes into it, and you can bake muffins in this. You can make wraps. You can cook vegetables. You can make hot dogs. Pretty cool. I almost think that would be easier to travel with if you're on a road trip and you wanted to set something in the car window. Like, yeah, we're going to cook something in the hot car window on the way over. That'd be great. Okay, let's do this. That's hot at the bottom. I'm going to put a little spray in there. All right. And I'm going to put the whole thing right inside. See, I had a little burn at the bottom. You see that? But a little burn won't hurt it, but I'm not going to include the base of this. That's going to go in the compost. Okay, so I'm going to really kind of push into this and just kind of chop it up. All right. That's perfect. And then you get a chance to see the inside of the sausage. Make sure it's not pink. Good. Now these sausages are like blood sausage. They're big. They're completely different product. You don't want to eat that. So my goal is to get these things into a kind of a crushed position. I think I'm there. Okay. I'm going to drain the the zucchini in this container. Hello. I like to run water when I drain my zucchini so the hot water doesn't go down the drain. You can save the hot water if you really want it. Perfect. It's got a nice consistency. You see, it's nice and tender that way. All right. That goes in the dish over here, right on top. And gently fold it all together. Nice. Now this is the stage where you could actually cover it with egg and cheese. Now I'm going to reduce this from 8 servings to 6 servings because I could not see feeding 8 people with this. I just can't. I'm sorry. All right. So I'm going to take Parmesan. Completely cover it with Parmesan. And I'm going to take some cheddar cheese too. Slice off some of the cheddar cheese here at this Tillamook I have. Big slices. They could be as thin or as thick as you want because it's going to sit on a warm stove for a little while. And that'll be good. Cover the top with cheese of any kind and let it sit until it's kind of melted, and then you're ready to serve. I cut the cheese, yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the finished product. Ta-da! I'm going to line in the top with cheese in a spiral pattern. And maybe put a little more Parmesan on it. And then I'm going to let it sit on a very low flame and let all those flavors meld together. I have a setting on here called Melt. And it's pretty good. It's you can't really see it there. It's right there. And it's a very low setting. And I really like it. I actually take frozen food and convert it. Hey, that was a really simple meal. Super simple. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not something you're going to gain weight on. You'll get your essential taste ingredients. It'll boost your olfactory smell, and your taste buds will be invigorated. But you won't be gaining a lot of weight on this type of meal. You think Parmesan tastes like vomit? You could put minced garlic. I put 3 teaspoons of minced garlic in the whole dish. Yeah. No, I don't. I got this glass top stove because I did a kitchen makeover here. The kitchen was kind of old. It's a 20-year-old kitchen, so I did a kitchen makeover for around $2,000. And how I did it was you buy like an $800 refrigerator, but don't get a stainless steel cover of everything you're getting. And I didn't opt to get a stainless steel hood here. That could have been stainless steel, but I got a stainless steel stove and refrigerator, and combined there was like $1,300. And then I put Pergo flooring in, and I did it myself for a couple $100. And then we faced the face of the old washing machine with stainless steel. Let me show it to you. See that? So it looks like a high-end washing machine, but it's a 20-year-old washing machine. It's a little trick. Making it look new. And then we repainted the walls in a coffee color. So the coffee color in the Pergo mixed with the original wood veneer cupboards. For $2,000, we made the kitchen look nice. So I'm not bragging or complaining. I'm just telling you, you can do a kitchen makeover for a couple thousand. I've met people that have spent 5 to 10 to just for their bathrooms. Actually, I know a guy who spent $28,000 for a bathroom. And another guy who spent $70,000 for a kitchen makeover. All marble, quartz top. I mean, I just didn't care. I just wanted to make it look decent. And it was only a couple $1,000s. So it's good. Hey, thank you for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed it. And make something healthy for your family. And I'm sure everyone will enjoy the benefits, because no one wants to get too heavy in this day and age. Carbos are not the way to go. All right. Thank you for checking out. We'll be in the regular show in just a few minutes. I'll be signing off here. Thank you.